middle school to high school. High school, I read a little bit like for fun type of thing. If it was like a random like cipher type of thing, just with like close friends.
I did that too.
You know, like when you just in the moment for real.
Big bet, bitches, get smacked.
Yeah,
you will get that.
Yeah, exactly.
Real boss bitch shit. Yeah, I'm in my bag and I stay in my bag. And even still, these little butt bitches still mad.
Hey, look, bitch, I'm the shit. I ain't fucking with niggas who talk about money but ain't about they business. They hitting me with the hard eyes with the quickness, the hearts and the flames and the thirst on my pictures. Keeping shit straight the way I like my liquor. Got one simple question: can you make me richer? The answer is no. Little bitch gotta go while I continue to go.
Alright, so I'm here with CZ Baby, and we are sipping with Steph. And CZ, I just want to get kind of straight into it. Like, really, what pushed you out here to be? You are coming harder than these niggas.
Okay.
So, what kind of pushed you out there to be an artist? Well, first, what part of the city are you from?
Well, I lived in South Baltimore probably till I was like up to 11.
Okay.
And then moved over west, so I feel like I'm kind of
half.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of half and half.
Okay, Southwest. Okay, that's a little dangerous conversation because I've been to South and I live in the West. So
okay, so you know.
Yes, I do know.
You know that.
So what pushed you? Did that kind of push you to your music?
A couple factors, honestly. So my father, he's heavy into hip hop. He's a heavy hip hop head for real. So I grew up listening to like a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of Nas, Jadakiss, Fabulous with my father. And then as time went on, I started to figure out like, you know, like what type of artists were my favorite. Right. My favorite artist of all time is Lil Wayne.
Okay.
So I've always been I've always been a writer. Yeah. So my writing started with like storytelling when I was in elementary school. The storytelling turned into poetry, like mainly in like middle school to high school. High school, I read a little bit like for fun type of thing. If it was like a random like cipher type of thing, just with like close friends.
I did that too.
You know, like when you just in the moment for real.
Big bet. Bitches, get smacked.
Yeah.
You will get that.
Yeah, exactly. And then it was just one day, I just woke up and was like, I'm gonna just take this seriously, and then here I am.
And here you are. And I've actually had the pleasure of hosting the artist showcase alongside with DJ Lil Jetta, which was lit. Yeah. Who does work with 92Q. And let me just say, like, your artistry, and I'm gonna get into that real quick. But you as an artist, you always come kind of, you know, small entourage. You know, y'all always come cute. Y'all always come apart. You know what I'm saying? So it was just such a pleasure to just like see your presence. And then when you got on stage, you was like a whole nother person. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I need to know more about this person, because Jetta really was the one that really was like, we got to get her, and I had seen you. So just seeing you now, and then, you know, where you from, like, how do you feel about being a female artist, having to deliver, like, you know, just lyrics, looks, everything, you know, voice?
To be honest with you, it is kind of a challenge. Just being a female artist alone will have its challenges, just because people automatically want to put you in a specific type of box. Like, it's been plenty of times where people have been, they would make suggestions like, how about you sound like this? How about you do it like this? How about you look like this? And it's like, what's the point of me doing this, that, and the third if there's already female artists out there that are like this? Right. So it's no point of trying to put me in a box with somewhere else if I can have a box of my own. And
I think that the videos that you've been putting out, the different looks that you got, just with the, you have the one with what's the song with the mask?
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think that you are really coming at it with your own style, which is set you apart in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about being an artist from Baltimore though? Like, I heard people kind of complain about not getting that exposure.
Yeah. I love my city. I love where I come from. It's just a matter of, like, to be honest with you, if you want to elevate, you really got to take that chance and get out. I'm coming from Baltimore. I just feel as though it's my job to put on for my city, just to prove, to the industry, like, look, you may have heard this, that, and the third about Baltimore, but please stop sleeping on us. because it's a ton of talent there.
Sip on that.
Okay.
Sleep on that. Sleep on that. Don't sleep on that. That's that dark lemonade.
Yeah.
A little bit of dark liquor.
I like
lemonade. It's a little chill.
Yeah, I like that.
Mixed really well.
Yeah.
Put about 2 shots of that dark in there, so you know.
Yeah,
Get you right. I think that seeing, being around young students and around young kids, I try to show them people that look just like us, not to say even them, but us, because they're young adults. And I try to push them to express themselves through music, like to really push them to express themselves through writing. Is what else is your inspiration? Like you said, your father and other artists, but what makes you want to get up and now be an entrepreneur to really push this, or
really just being on the outside looking in. You hear so much about the industry and how female artists are treated, and I just want to be in a place where I can get in there, I can make my mark, let y'all know, like, look, I'm here, this is the ingredient y'all been missing, let me do what I gotta do, and then I'm just in a place where I can open up doors for other people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what's your projects that you have working on now that you feel like it's gonna expand you?
So right now I had my first mixtape out called Harder Than Niggas. So that's just something I was like, I gotta do it for the culture. I grew up on listening to my favorite rappers that made mixtapes, and then the albums, and and I'm like, I want to do it that way. Yeah, like I want y'all to know that I can really spit for real, type of thing.
Right.
So that's out, but right now I'm working on my EP with just all original music. I just want people to just see that I can rap, but I can make a song too. Y'all can hear me on some R&B type of thing. Like I can step out of what you used to hear.
Are you working with you have a team that you're working with? Are you working with outside producers, engineers, things like that?
I'm still in a place where I'm still trying to build a team. The people that are around me, they're pretty much, like family and friends. But yeah, like we figuring it out. We figuring it out. Everybody, we figuring out what roles works best for everyone, and we just handling things day by day. As far as like producers and stuff like that, like people, they reach out to me and I listen to what they have, and then we'll link up, put something together, and go from there.
Would you agree that it's all about a budget or a dream? Or a drudge it.
I am gonna say a drudge it because it definitely does help the train move a little more when you got that budget. But the dream is what drives you.
Yeah.
So you just got to do what you got to do. Got you. Get the way you try to get to.
Now, I know you're trying to get to the status of being able to be, even spoke on, but. Like, have you been in an entanglement before? And what's your writing? I heard some writing sound aggressive. You sound one of them. Go back to the lyrics and see how you expose yourself.
I wouldn't say I've been in an entanglement that I signed up for. I would say I've been in situations where I've been misled. Let's say that, like. Things end up coming out later on, and I'm like, okay.
Has that driven your creativity at times?
Absolutely.
Does it make you go to the studio and get the headphones? Like,
absolutely. Because with me, if I'm irritated, if I'm angry, I don't harbor on that negative energy.
Right.
I turn that into just creatively coming up with something, but I just keep the same aggression with my delivery. So it's like, you can't listen what I'm saying. Listen to me.
And that's one thing I have to say about you. Like kind of call you CZ. Okay? That's one thing I like to say about you. Like, when I seen you on stage the first time I saw you, it was you was all like, okay, everything's good, everything's ready, okay, thank you. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Like, how old are you again?
I'm 25.
So yeah, you coming out young. You still got a lot of just years and years with you and how this whole game can change and flip and move around. you can definitely go through phases of being able to go from mixtape to EP to another EP.
Right.
So, you know, that sophomore junior album and things like that.
Right.
So I know you have had songs on the radio. Mm-hmm. What's the song you had on the radio?
So the song I had on the radio was actually a club mix.
Okay.
So I basically just made a club mix, and the minute I sent it to Pork Chop, he was like, this is good. And then like ever since I sent it, not the whole 92Q family have just been very supportive and just accepting and just willing to help and just give me whatever advice that I need.
And that's the gem of Baltimore.
Yes,
so when you speak of people that will help, that you can network, it is a lot of people. Like, and that's one thing I can say. There's a lot of people that you can collaborate with to make good things happen. Even if those large eyes, these are large eyes.
Right.
These are very large eyes that are being seen. So your music is large, for sure. For sure. I love it. I love it.
Man, you already know who it is. Your girl CZ, baby. Chilling here, sipping with Steph. Okay, make sure y'all check out my new mixtape, Harder Than Niggas, available on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all get that, okay?
Look, bitch, I'm the shit, I ain't fucking with niggas who talk about money but ain't about the business. They hitting me with the